everybody.
Hello.
Oh, excuse the mess that is behind me. I will explain later.
Bless the mess.
The mess has an explanation. I'm just going to try to let people get here first. So I don't have to repeat it a million times. Thus the title, you know. It ain't clickbait. If you can imagine. I wish it was. I gotta figure out a name for 2023. If 2021 was Home a Beer and Watch This, and 2022 was, what was everybody was saying? There was a saying for 2022. Basically, a Hold My Beer and Watch This too. I think this year would be, you thought we were done? Lonely shenanigans?
Well, here's the thing. We're never done. That whole, this is bad. This is a continuation of bad. It's just one bad after another. That's just life.
Yeah. But why the fuck can't they space themselves out?
Because life don't work like that.
Well, it fucking needs to. Just saying. It really needs to.
The next thing has to always come around when you're not done cleaning up the one before it.
Yeah, I know. Trying to see what all I can cancel for a couple months.
That doesn't sound good.
No. If you remember, I've had to do this once before. For not the same reason. Actually, it might have been the same reason. Actually, yeah, it was the same reason now I think about it. One of the times was the same reason. Oh, dude. So I'm saying, we got this. You ever gotten into an argument via email?
Yes.
Okay, like an ongoing one, like not just one or two email, but like a
No.
Okay. So we have this trash company called Texas Pride. They freaking suck. Like they're being sued because they've hit a guy. Like they suck. They were the only people that we thought we could get trash with when we moved here, and so I called and I set it up. It was $98, and for the entire first month, they wouldn't pick up our trash. Whether we put it on Lily, because that's technically our address, where like our back deck is, or whether we put it literally across the street on the corner street across from our neighbor. They would not pick it up at all. And I called and I left messages. Because, they always answer when they're willing to take your money. But then, like, once your number is in the system, it's like, oh, no, we can't answer them anymore. So, like, we started the service in February. And we paid for February, March, April. You paid 3 months. Midway through February, we were like, we can't do this. We're having to take the trash over to mom's. Like, they're fixing to sell their house. Like, we can't do this anymore. So I had to find another company. Well, it just so happened the shitty-ass little trash can that Texas Pride had that we were using had a sticker on the side of it for another trash company. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to call them. Did that mid-February. Or mid-March. Haven't had any problems, right? So Texas Pride calls. They email me beginning of last week, and they're like, here's your bill. And I'm like, I'm not paying for another bill. I'm not paying for something that I never received, any trash pickup for. And she's like, what do you mean? We pick up your trash twice a week. I was like, no, you don't. Like, I have been talking to a woman named Alexandria who said I could get my money back because nothing was ever done. Nothing was ever picked up. And I would like to talk to someone about how to get my money back. And she's like, we argued back and forth. And I kept saying, I want to talk to a supervisor. I want somebody to call me. I want to talk to a supervisor. All this. And she's like, we can take care of it via email. Like, she kept saying that. Like, are you sure you want to end your service with us? And I'm like, considering I haven't gotten it picked up even one day, like, yeah, but I want my money back. And we talked to our supervisor, and he said that if the trash can's not put out, then we can't pick up your trash. And like, she showed me 2 screenshots of like that Tuesday and Friday of them driving by my house and no trash being out. I was like, well, I can put out an empty trash can if you like, but like, I've already had to go to another service. And she just kept saying, well, we can't pick up what's not there. And I'm like, I sent them a screenshot of all the phone calls to them that I had made.
Mm-hmm.
And then forwarded her the email from the lady. And I was like, this is my proof, since you want to send proof that you drive by my house, which doesn't mean shit because you still don't pick it up. This is my proof that, like, I've been trying to get a hold of you guys, because she kept saying, we have no reported issues. And I was like, here's my proof. I've been calling you guys. It's like, I've called you 58 times. And she's like, we don't have any reports. I was like, well, of course not. You're not gonna have a report if you don't fucking call the bitch back. Like, here's your one report where I actually got someone to call me back. Here's her saying I could have my money back, or that she would take it up the pike. Nothing happened. I want my money back. And she's like, well, if you don't cancel the service, you'll be owing another $98. And I was like, no, you're gonna give me my $98 back. And she's like, well, there's no problems at this time. I was like, oh, bitch, there's a problem. Their problem's gonna be because they have a customer service number on the bottom of the email. Mm-hmm. And I tried calling that and they didn't answer. I was like, all right, bitch, I got you. I'm gonna go up there Monday after I drop off Kira. I'm going straight to their fucking office. Mm-hmm. You want this? You got it. You want to do this? You want to not call me? Guess what? I'm done with the calls, and I'm done with the emails and the nice request for you to give me my money back when I put my trash can out for a month and a half and you did not get it. Like, I even legitimately sat it across the street beside the neighbor's trash cans. I went that far. Like, I thought they'd be pissed. And she did look at me a little weird when I did it. But, like, I legit did that. And they still did not pick up my trash can. Not to mention they're supposed to pick up Tuesdays and Thursdays. And they only pick up every other Thursday. So, they're going to get a little dose of Amber Gone Wild on Monday. As Kira says, this ain't the mood you want to fuck with her in.
It's weird to think of having to set up your own trash pickup.
Why?
That's not how it works here.
How does it work?
The city does it.
Oh. Well, there's some neighborhoods that, like, I guess technically in Texas, it's not that the city does it, although, like, waste management is most of the city. But your HOA has an account with the trash company to automatically service that house, that address. So, but I'm not technically in a neighborhood. So, we had to set our own up. I mean, which I guess is a good thing because I have lived in the country, so I at least know how to do it. Even if it is with asshole, I at least know how to do it. But, I don't know. I guess I should go ahead and talk about it. Oh, fuck. I think I'm gonna make a video if everyone will be quiet after this so I can post it and everybody will know what's going on. So the company I've worked for almost a year now, we've been slow waiting on hurricane season to start up, and like the attorney's office that we were working with, which I still can't disclose because fucking paperwork, they had some legal stuff going on, so like we technically dropped them. There's some shady shit going on, so we dropped them. Apparently we lost like another big client, and so Friday at like 3:15, actually 3:18 to be exact, everything's going good. We were busy, and we got an email from Canada saying we had till 4 o'clock to get out of the office, and they were closing the doors.
Okay.
Yeah. So next week I'll have a 1 week paycheck, and I no longer have a job. And because they're based out of Canada, from what I've researched / kind of been told, they can, because they terminated me and not laid me off, I can't get unemployment. Although because they closed their doors, I'm not sure if that's totally true. But I have been having extreme back pain to the point it's actually been causing me to have to use my cane again, and been causing me to spot and stuff like that. Like the neurological part of it is so bad. And I had an MRI scheduled for this Friday, but because they're based out of Canada, they don't have to give me 30 days of my insurance. They actually terminated my insurance on Friday.
Ouch.
So now I'm in extreme back pain. I can barely walk. I have no job. And I'm in so much pain, I don't know how I'm going to find another job. The boyfriend's job has always picked up in the summer, like around March, April. This was their lowest month. We barely made rent. Actually, didn't make rent. I had to, because his truck had a battery go out, and he had just bought a part before the battery went out. So basically, our rent went to his truck. I had to get a cash advance on my only credit card left, which, thank God, thank the gods, thank the creator, that I apparently had applied for a credit card in January and didn't know it and got it approved. And so when it hit my email, like my first statement, I was like, what the fuck is this? And I called them, and so the card will be here Wednesday. So before the card's even gotten here, I went and called and got a cash advance. So basically, I have a card with no money on it because I took a cash advance for everything that was on it. And that's how we paid rent, and we're going to survive the next 2 weeks. And because I think ahead, and I have been budgeting a paycheck ahead, my car is paid, Kira's basketball is paid for this month, and the insurance is paid, and then now he's paid rent. So I basically only need $300 to survive the month if I cancel everything but my credit card payments and everything. And he's like, I was like, I don't know what I want to do. Like, I'll just cancel all our subscriptions to everything, which I already did. And I said, but like my website is $33 a month, and like StreamYard to have more space and stuff is $14.99 a month or something like that. I don't remember. But I was like, and I haven't been able to write for the last 3 months, so I've basically been wasting money anyway. I guess it doesn't matter. I'll just like turn it all off. I'll put the 2 podcasts out and then turn it all off. And he's like, you shouldn't have to do that. And I'm like, I know, but don't really have a choice. He's like, yeah, but Like, I don't want you to have to just go back to McDonald's Monday because they got a sign saying $15 an hour for manager. He's like, I don't want you to have to do that just so we can make ends meet. Like, I'm the man. I should be able to take care of you. Like, yeah, but you can't, like, control your job being fucked up. So, like, I don't know. We're going to be struggling for the next few months.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So basically, when Kira goes to all of her basketball things over the next few months, I'm not even going to have the $25 for the weekend to like go watch her. I'm going to have to watch outside and on my phone for the fucking Livestream app.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I already spent a tank of gas in a weekend. And then the money that we thought, because I knew this was coming. Okay, this is the thing. As a woman with a business degree, I knew it was coming. But I misjudged or miscalculated the timing by 2 months. I knew it was coming, but I thought either A, these new clients would keep us above water till hurricane season hit, and then we'd be flooded with clients, no pun intended. Or B, we would have enough people, things get paid or whatever from the work we had done because we were doing this one big commercial claim. Literally up until the second I got the email. So I thought, we've laid off enough people. We've had a couple big management people voluntarily leave. We should be okay for another month. And then, hurricane season hit. So I misjudged the floating ability that this company had.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, as of, call it 4 o'clock, call it 3:18, I no longer have a job. So we went out and got shit-faced last night. Like, yeah. The boyfriend was like, well, we were supposed to help my mom because, like, I couldn't even ask her for help because they're in the middle of trying to get a house and they have to sell their house first. And their carpet's coming next Friday. And so they're, like, trying to clean and get everything ready. So literally as soon as the carpet's done, all I got to do is clean the baseboards and say, okay, house is for sale. And, they've been talking about, like, the land they want. There's an acre beside it. And so they're going to buy the 1 acre and then petition to buy the 2nd acre once they get their house and everything so that we can put a house on the other acre. Either that or they have a 2 acre, yard. So I was like, that's great. Like, and she's like, well, I'm off Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Can you come help? And then so I had to call her Friday and tell her, hey, by the way, it was the funniest shit. I was like, call her on the way home. And I'm like, hey, Mom. She goes, yeah. I was like, you never believe what happened to me at work. I'll give you 3 guesses. Bet you get it 1. She goes, they shut the doors. I was like, got it 1. She goes, no, wait, what? Are you serious? I wish I wasn't. We've been picking about it for a year. I guess we manifested it. I don't know. But, like, it's just, we saw all the signs. And so I feel a little stupid. But, as we say, life happens. And
I would check about unemployment because...
Oh, I am. I'm going to check.
I was going to say, that's an awful lot like being laid off. Like,
and they were laying everyone else off beforehand instead of firing them. They were laying them off in case we got busy. They had the option to come back. But the letter straight up says terminated because we're closing our doors. So I don't know. I know with termination, every state's different. As to like what the rules are. So I've got to like do some research and stuff today. And it just really sucks because I really did not want to tell him this because coming home, I already knew that the boyfriend was stressed because we're not making rent. It was going to take this paycheck this Wednesday plus $50 being late. for a late fee to make rent. And I was like, well, shit happens. We had a shitty month. Things happened with his truck we couldn't control. You know, it happens. But then, like, Friday was also his mother's birthday. And it's been exactly 5 years since she passed. So he wasn't already in a good mood. And I seen where he had bought a 6-pack of beer. And I was like, okay, it's going to be one of those nights. And then, because I talked to him at lunch. And then when I got that email, we're closing our doors. You have 45 minutes basically to get your shit and get out. And mind you, I've never shown my office there, but you see my office here. Can you imagine what was there? I have orange, like the battery powered orange hang down icicle lights, and I had bats hanging up in between the lights, and little pictures, and Halloween cacti plants, and like I had some shit. Basically that whole box. And another one half its size. So I had some shit. I barely got out of there by 4 o'clock. But yeah. So, and then I had to come home and tell them, and he was already in a mood. And then the pull for the lawnmower broke a couple weeks ago. Yeah, it broke a couple weeks ago. And I told him I'd come home and mow grass if I didn't go to Mom's. And so after I called her and told her that why I wasn't going to be able to come over, I was like, fuck it, I'll go ahead and mow. Well, he didn't tell me the clamps that he used to mow the grass were from his truck. And so he gets home and he goes, I thought you were going to fucking mow. And I was like, so did I. So he has to mow. And I'm like, okay, now's not the best time to tell him. Not telling him. So I sat on the news until like 9 o'clock Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I aged 10 years. Felt like I aged 10 years. Because every time I'd get up because he'd come inside, he'd go to do something else. And I'd feel like, fuck, okay, I'm sitting back down. And then Kira had gotten hit in the head earlier in the day. And stayed up long enough to make sure she was okay before she took a nap. So she was in there asleep. I wanted to tell them together. So then, of course, when I say family meeting, they're like, uh-oh. Yeah, for once, uh-oh. And I'm getting over a sinus infection. 3rd round of steroids.
Lovely.
Yeah. I don't know. They want to dry me up, but they don't want to get rid of all the crap. So I did 2 shots, and now I'm on a round of like pills. They're making me more stuffed up than I've ever been. But yeah, so talked to the boyfriend last night before and after we got plastered. I'm still gonna stream, do my Sundays. Depending on what job I have, though, it'll depend on my Twitch streams. And yeah, I'm gonna try to spend this week when I'm not looking for a job cleaning the house and getting it organized, since I won't be like, well, maybe I will be mentally exhausted, I don't know. But he's going to try to make it where I have at least a couple weeks to look for a good paying job where I don't have to go back to McDonald's and can get some writing done. So I don't know how we're going to pay bills or what's going to happen, but hey, my Ko-fi, I can put that in the description if anybody would like to throw $1 or $2 my way. But yeah, so you might see me on here a little bit more during the week. I may just go live. I don't know. I will probably, if I can find my batteries to my camera, which is sitting right there, and it's been sitting right there since I fucking moved. Or if I can find my batteries, fuck the battery. I got one battery. Give me a charger. I can't find my battery charger either. So I might start making more videos. Life in the fuck the life of Amber. Let's go on a journey of finding a job.
Is that what you're going to do with the sprint?
I don't know. I want to write, but I don't know. I do have Jason Fuhrman's podcast edited. I just have to put stuff in the descriptions. So that will come out next Saturday. Just so y'all know. So be on the lookout for that. And then almost got Travis is done. And I guess we'll see. We'll see what life has in store for me after this. I don't know.
Will it kick you when you're down?
Sorry, I had to turn off my music before I could unmute.
Hello. A sudden meadow appeared.
I was doing house chores because I felt a very sudden burst of motivation to clean, and I, with ADHD, you cannot pass those up.
This is true.
So I started by doing the dishes because that was what Jordan asked me to do before he went out of town. And he's coming back this afternoon. So I was like, oh, let me get the dishes out of the way. But then I was like, ooh, let me clean out my fridge. So I took everything out, scrubbed the inside, threw all the expired stuff away, put everything back. And then I was like, oh, I got to clean the litter box because it kind of smells really bad like cat pee in the bathroom right now. So I went in there and I cleaned the litter box and scrubbed the whole bathroom. And then I was like, yay, I'm done. I started a little laundry and I was like, oh, shit, this stream.
And with all that, did you actually get the dishes done?
I did get the dishes done.
Because that's the ADHD thing.
Yeah, like you think about doing the dishes, but then something else comes in, and you never quite get to the dishes.
And I made coffee. I started it in my Keurig when I started the dishes, and I forgot about it, and now it's only lukewarm.
That's the best way is lukewarm. I mean, I guess it depends on how much creamer you put on it.
Yeah. That is why I am here late. Plus, I thought you started at 9:30 and not 9, so I don't know why.
Not only half hour. That my OCD would not allow that.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought that. So I'm like, oh, I'm on time. Oh shit, never mind. So.
Well, for anybody and everybody coming in, I'm not gonna repeat it, but just listen to the first 20 minutes. I waited as long as I could.
Sorry that I was late.
No, you're good. I waited for the algorithm to throw everybody in the I'm streaming, but I'm only so patient.
You know what? I turned on music on my TV on YouTube, and when I turned on the YouTube app on the TV, your stream came up. It hadn't started yet, but it did come up as a recommended for me.
Yay! Who knew? You know, the one downside of this is my phone's getting blown up.
Is it?
Yes.
Who's blowing you up?
It looks
You've
like there's no smoke coming out of it to me.
What?
It's like, you've applied for this. You've done this. You've submitted this. No shit, Sherlock. Thank you for letting me know via text, email, and fucking carrier pigeon.
My boyfriend and girlfriend are coming over today to help me plant a garden on my patio.
How fun.
Oh, nice.
Because my boyfriend is a horticultural expert. Literally, that's his job. So I'm like, hey, you should help me plant a vegetable garden on my patio. And he's like, oh yeah, let's do it. So yeah, they're coming over today.
You're dating a horticulturist.
He also came to surprise me at work last night and hung out with me at work. So
that's cool.
And Shauna does it sometimes too, and it's nice.
I guess you could say I have a garden on my porch. I have lots of tea jugs with plants in them. That's what that's called. That's what I'm calling that. It's a garden of tea jug plants.
This is my M cup. It's beautiful. It's lovely. It comes with a lid, but the lid is bothering me right now. So.
Ah, the child is up. I hear her through the wall.
I am childless today. I have been childless since Friday morning, which has been nice.
Oh, she took him. He took her with him.
Yeah, so Jordan and his girlfriend Emily and Noelle went to California, and they're coming back later this afternoon.
But that's a nice trip when she's so young. All the redwoods. Pretty, pretty. Wish I could take a fucking trip.
Well, they went down there because Emily's mom lives in California, and they're paying Jordan. Well, okay, Emily's mom's, because Emily was raised by a lesbian couple. They are paying Jordan to fix their car for them.
Nice.
Oh, no.
And they are paying him with $500 worth of marijuana.
Hey, it works for it works for you guys.
It's the good quality stuff too. It's the medical grade marijuana because it's from like her leftovers from her medical, when she had cancer or something like that, and it's like her leftovers. It's like a whole pound of weed.
Better not partake on the way back. Oh, that's cool, Spence. I know you live within walking distance of her house. Yeah, the boyfriend thinks the back porch looks cluttered, but I can't exactly put tomato plants in the backyard when I have tons of squirrels and deer every night. So right now they're in tea jugs / milk jugs, whatever you want to call them, and then he's gonna build me a planter to put them in. So I don't know. I wish we had some way to like hang them, because I'd have just cut the bottom out of the milk jug and then it would have been enough roots. But
I am planning to hang gutters along my fence of my patio and plant things in there like lettuce and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a lot of space.
Yeah, that was kind of our plan too. I wasn't going to do gutters. I was going to do like a PVC pipe and just cut it in half. Yeah, we only had to buy like one and then cut it. But I don't know what I'm going to do now. So I'm just going to survive right now and call it good. But yeah. So, damn it, I missed it. I was trying to wait for 35 and it fucking went to 37. Fuck it. We'll do it. We'll do it.
I think my Ritalin is wearing off.
Okay, wait 3 minutes or just do a 17-minute sprint.
Or do a 20-minute sprint.
No! That's not the way that works, Jake. You know this. It's not the way it works. Yeah. So the good news is maybe I'll have enough time. Like I said, I'm gonna take her to school Monday, and then I got some places to go, some people to bitch out, and then Tuesday, I think I'm just gonna go balls to the wall in the house and get everything done and get that off my list, and then go from there. I don't know.
Some Rona planning.
I need to go grocery shopping today because I just emptied my fridge.
I don't know. I go crazy on somebody Monday, and then I go crazy on my house Tuesday. And then figure it out from there.
I need to go crazy on someone on Monday. AT&T.
It's nice to plan to go crazy on somebody. Because at least one of you sees it coming. And I'd be like, I warned you I was coming. You did not believe me. I need my $100.
Okay. Jace, do you remember from my book, Elena, Jake's mother?
Okay.
Do you remember the plans for her?
Mm-hmm.
All of my alpha readers, all of them, all 5, have explicitly told me, as of yesterday, that Elena is their favorite character.
Oh, shit.
I'm afraid to know why.
They are about to be very upset with me because literally the chapter I'm writing today is the plans for her. So, yeah.
See, now what you need to do is dig up what you use to make Elena so special and use that on your main characters. Because that is a problem a lot of writers have, is making their side characters way more interesting than their main characters.
Yeah.
The problem is when you want to make a side character the main character in the next book, so you want everybody to like them in the first book too.
Yes, but this is a side character that will no longer be in the book.
Well, I got that from what you said, but
That will no longer be.
She will no longer be. She will.
When you said you're making plans, I kind of figured you were going to unalive her very soon.
Yeah, I mean, I asked them last night when we were playing video games, and I was like, "Who's your guys' favorite character?" And they both, the 2 I asked at that moment, were like, "Yeah, I think Elena." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, good to know. I'm glad you like her so much."
Oh my god!
It means you made her very well.
Yes, I hope I did because. Sorry, I'm sitting on my couch because my desk is a mess. That's my desk over there.
I am such a fucking retard.
Why?
Okay, so for the last month, this has been on my desk going, I need to find my batteries and my charger. Okay. This has been sitting right beside it on my desk.
And then that's where they are.
I have not made a video for 3 months because I have been trying to find this. Did I mention I'm going to take all of Tuesday to clean my house? This is where smart planning me, but when we were moving, said I need to put all this in one spot so it's together and I won't lose it. And unpacking me said we're going to sit all this here because it goes together and we'll figure it out later. And trying to do everything at once me was like, I'm getting ready for work. I need to find this. Fuck it, where's that? I don't see it right in front of me. I'll deal with it later. That's what that is. Okay, video's coming soon.
Yay!
Oh, what to do when life fucks you over? Let's find out.
Oh, my boss got fired last Sunday.
Your boss got fired?
Yeah, the front desk manager at my job got fired because he stole credit card authorization forms from our locked filing cabinet and put fraudulent charges on the credit cards of guests who have stayed with us.
Honey, found a new job. We are going. Damn it, I'd lose the $1,000 lease to fucking get up there with.
If I had the space, I would let you stay with me, but I literally have no space, and Jordan's girlfriend basically lives here now, so.
No, last night we were talking about, like, if we didn't have this house for a year, like, without losing the deposit, we'd just fucking pack it up to go to Washington, Oregon. That's fine. It got down to 50 last night, so we had it on heat. Done anyway. I just forgot to change it this morning. It's on air, but what?
My phone. Oh, Jesus.
That's fine.
Your Jesus phone?
I had to lean forward. Oh, and other good news for my life, I have lost a bunch of weight. I started at 245 during the beginning, and now I am officially down to 209.
Nice. That's good. Any certain thing you've been doing special?
I've been taking Ritalin.
The natural weight loss drug.
Well, okay, so I was losing weight before I
Okay.
started my Ritalin, but the Ritalin does suppress appetite, so that it contributes. But the main thing I do is I don't cut anything out of my diet. I just limit my portion size, and I do not eat within 2 hours before I go to sleep, because your body does not process your food well when you're sleeping because you're not burning enough calories to process it. And I used to have really huge portion sizes, and now I have like actual reasonable sizes that I eat. And don't eat until you're full, eat until you're not hungry anymore.
See, if I eat till I'm full, I'm gonna throw up anyway. So that's never been a problem. But I already take a straight appetite suppressant, and I eat normal portions, and my ass still can't lose weight. Thank you, Depot Shot.
Yay.
But I'd rather gain weight than have periods, so fuck it.
I'd rather have a period than be the way like have this weight problem, because I have polycystic ovary syndrome officially diagnosed, and it gives me full beard, which I would show off if my camera wasn't so shitty. And I don't have a period, but I gained like 150 pounds because of it. So,
Well, I wouldn't be able to get anything medically diagnosed because I no longer have insurance. So go me.
weren't you in the military?
Yeah.
And you don't get VA insurance?
I don't get VA anything.
Oh.
I probably could, but
You should look into it, because I was only in for 2 years, but I get full medical, but no vision and dental.
yeah, but you have to go through the VA to do everything.
Not necessarily when I was pregnant with Noelle, because the wait list for OBs was so long at the time. I got approved for civilian care, and I went and got seen at the hospital for my whole pregnancy and gave birth at the Salem Hospital. I didn't have to go to the VA facilities for that.
Right now, I pay $80 for a place called Advocate Care, and basically I pay $80 a month so that I can go whenever I want, and certain things are covered, like my 2 steroid shots that I've gotten for my sinus infection were technically covered under the $80. So that's helped a little bit, but I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to do that anymore. So I keep missing the time mark. Somebody needs to keep a check on the time. I want to do the timers.
You're talking to 2 people who don't deal with time.
So I'm like, I looked up, I'm like, did you just ask me to pay attention to the time?
Honestly, I wasn't asking you to.
Good, because it's not gonna happen.
I know better. I know better. I was asking over here.
You're like, I know who I'm dealing with.
If the 3 of us went somewhere, I'd be the one that'd be like calling you and like, I'm 20 minutes away. Like, go and start getting ready. I wouldn't even say I'm 20 minutes away. Start getting ready.
Oh, I would already be there.
I show up super early to things because I'm so afraid of being late.
Same.
That makes the 3 of us on that. But we would
So you wouldn't have to call us.
Y'all be knocking on my door. It's 4 a.m. We're here for the 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
I had my coworker, she's usually like 15 to 20 minutes late in the morning, and she asked me, because I always show up like 30 minutes early, and she's like, how do you get to work so early? I'm like, okay, how long does it take you to get to work? And she's like, I don't know, like 15 minutes. I said, okay, and how long does it take you to get ready? And she's like, I don't know, like 20 minutes. I'm like, okay, so you need to get up an hour before that. And she's like, but that's so early. And I'm like, yeah, well, if you want to be here early or on time at the very least, you take your drive time, you add 15 minutes to that. You take your getting ready time, you add 30 minutes to that. It takes you at least 15 minutes to fully wake up. So,
Yeah. Yeah, no. That was always the funny thing is like my job didn't start till 8. So and I had to have Kira dropped off at the bus by 6:30. So I had a whole like hour and a half to get 20 minutes away. So I would either just drive to work and sleep in my car, or like when it was still dark out. And then once it started getting daylight out, I was like, fuck this. And I'd go ahead and get into the building and just like journal, or like once he got that tablet, I was writing. I wrote like 3,000 words the week before I got sick. And or I'd just sleep in there till everybody got there, and like we're supposed to be there at 8 o'clock, and everybody'd be like 8:03, 8:10, 8:15 showing up. I'm like, I don't know how y'all do it. Like I would be panicking, and they're just like, doo, 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 doo. We're paid by the salary. We don't care.
That's the only good thing about being salary.
But I've never been salary before that job, so like I couldn't change over.
Yeah, I've never been salary. I don't want to be salary.
I didn't mind it.
Because the problem is when you're salary, well, in all the places that I've been, if you're salary, you're working about 3 times as much as the people who aren't salary.
that's why Jordan worked 70 hours a week and didn't make any penny more than anybody else in his store.
Yep. They use salary as a way to get free labor.
That's why in California, at least for the Jordan's job that he had in California, if you were salary, they were required to not schedule you any more than 50 hours a week maximum.
It doesn't matter if they schedule you, you still end up being there.
Like legally, they were not allowed to let you work more than 50 hours a week if you were salary.
That's crazy. See, Carrie, I'm getting over the remnants of being sick too, which is why this sucks coming when it did, because like I'm still sick and my hip is killing me, and I'm using my cane, and like it's not a good look to go to a job with a cane. It's not.
Jordan just texted me that they're on their way back.
How long of a drive?
Turn around. Go back.
How long of a drive is it?
It's like a 4-hour drive.
Oh, I'm dumb. I was like, you know what? You probably should show up with a cane, because you do have physical limitations, and that places can't discriminate for that. And then I realized you're in Texas.
Exactly.
And they can. And they will.
Exactly. All right.
Well, if you're planning on being broken like this, you never should have left the blue states.
I didn't fucking have a choice, motherfucker. What am I gonna do? Sleep in a tent and call it? Say I'm still sleeping in a camper? Which, funny thing, the camper is falling apart, and we just found somebody that would buy it. So it's like, yeah, the wall's falling apart. Good thing we didn't live in it much longer. It's legitimately falling. The wall is falling apart. It had a leak in it at some point that we thought was just like the rain, wet, cold, but apparently it's leaking.
What time marker are we waiting for, by the way?
Well, I put it up at 50 and then we kept talking, so fuck it. It got up at 50.
I'll just put tape over my mouth.
The problem is it's been so long since like we were all together, and there's a lot to catch up on. So, but I at least want to get a couple sprints in. So we'll get this one going in 3, 2, 1, go.
That one made me jump.
First and go on the charts, because I forgot to warn you. I tell y'all, there are the charts. They are still going, even though we're not going very much lately. They're still going.
What's going?
Well, apparently not.
Oh, geez, my freaking. I was wondering why I was hearing everything in doubles because I had the stream on YouTube on my computer. I'm like, what is going on?
No, the contest is still going on. The prizes might not be as good depending on what happens with my job looking, but they are still going on. It would help if I actually opened it up too.
So I actually did something productive along with playing. I logged into the AT&T account that I shouldn't still have, and told them, hey, you're charging me for restarting my service. I didn't. I am disputing this.
I have to dispute a charge for my freaking internet or my electricity because I paid my electricity bill last month, and then I got my bill for this month, and it said that I didn't pay my electricity bill for last month, even though I have a receipt proving that I paid my bill for last month. And now they're trying to charge me for 2 months, and I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
I did that with Mom when she got internet. She'd pay the bill on the phone, and she was set up for paperless billing, and for auto pay, but neither one was happening. So then, she'd get a letter saying you haven't paid your bill in like 3 months, and she's like, I have a receipt that I just paid y'all last month, because this is literally happening every month. And I can tell you right now, you're going to check on there and you're going to see that I'm set in auto pay and I'm set to do a paperless billing. But neither one has fucking happened. So at this point, come get your shit.
Yeah. I signed up for auto pay because I did pay it late last month by like 4 days. And they sent me like the late notice fee. They're like, hey, if you don't pay it by this date, you're going to get charged a late fee. And so I was like, oh shit. So I paid it and I got the receipt in my email that I paid it, and then I signed up for the auto pay so it wouldn't happen again. And I got my bill for this next paid thing that I'm supposed to pay, the due date. That's the word I'm looking for. And it's like saying that I didn't pay for last month, and it like has the exact amount that I paid that I have on my receipt that I paid on there that's carried over to this bill. I'm like, this is wrong. Yeah. This is wrong.
Well, the thing is, I called them to cancel my service, and you know what happens when you call AT&T is they try and sell you about 50 new services. It's like, I'm trying to leave you.
And then as you're trying to leave them, they still want to tell you about everything they did today, like you didn't just do it 2 seconds ago. Let me recap what we just did 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
And then, as they're doing that, they try to resell you as well.
And then I got a bill the next month, and I'm like, no. Turns out that AT&T does not prorate. So if you had any days active in the current month, you pay for the whole month.
Oh, that's dumb.
And so unless you are doing it at the exact split, you're paying for an extra month.
Yeah, that's exactly why we did it on the day his contract was ending, and we got him another phone. And for that hour it took for us, or I guess half a day, for us to get the phone transferred. That's what cost us that $7 that they were trying to send the collections at the same time they sent us the first bill. Because he literally had been checking his phone, his AT&T account, to see if they would charge him for that day. And it never popped up saying he owed, until 2 days before we got the letter. And he was like, okay, well, when the letter comes, I'll just pay it. See when the due date is and pay it. It's $7. It's no big deal. And we legit got the bill and a collection notice the same fucking day. It's like, well, I didn't see that one coming.
That's what I have Metro PCS by T-Mobile, and I like Metro because it's month to month. No, monthly contract where like basically it resets. If you don't pay your phone bill on the 1st, you don't have phone service anymore.
Mhm.
And so you don't have to like go through and cancel shit. You just pay it, and if you don't
Yeah.
pay it, you don't have phone service. And it's like, you know,
Yeah.
I like that I don't have to deal with the contract shit, because I had AT&T, and then was on with Sprint with Jordan after we got married. I switched to Sprint with him, and the contract shit is it's garbage. It's garbage.
Yeah.
Well, normally I'd say yes, and I do like the contract stuff. But we are still grandfathered from, because when we switched from Sprint to Verizon, they had where like they would match any other competitor's plan. And this was 8 years ago. And so they still had the unlimited data family plan and talk, text, all that. And so we have that plan that no one else has now. Like we will never go to another company, no matter how shitty Verizon may get. And they're not, but if they ever were to, like, we will still never go to another company, because that saves us. We figured it. It saves us $300 a month for 5 people, phones, and all that.
Mm.
Because for the boyfriend to have his phone, his tablet, and his watch, he pays $200 a month, and that's with $50 worth of credits, because he got them free for the life of the phone contract, whatever, the tablet and the watch. So if you imagine that as like mine and Kira's lines with mom's account, and then my sister's phone, we save $200 to $300 a month just having that old plan.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't get new phones, so once they get paid off, they're fine. Kira had to get a new phone, but it was paid off, thank God.
I have a Motorola phone that I paid $150 for, and it's mine. I don't have to rent it or anything.
Yeah.
And it's got a stylus, which is nice.
Well, basically, the way Apple does it, Kira doesn't owe for the phone. Like her phone's an 11, and it was getting too hot to the point it would turn off. Like not even doing anything, just sitting there, it would get too hot and turn off. And so we didn't have a choice. So she got the exact same phone in a 14. Like she didn't upgrade it or anything, like get a better phone. So it was literally a 800 swap. So technically this phone is still paid off, but it's just via credits every month. So
I had a shitty morning before I left work today, because somebody checked out and they were like, hey, can I get my deposit back? And I was training the new person for the night shift. So I was like, yeah, let's go check the room, because she'd never checked the room before for checking people out. And they had ruined 5 towels. And so we came down, we took the pictures for the proof, and we came down, and I'm like, okay, I have to charge you for 3 bath towels and 2 washcloths. And they're like, why? And so I showed them the pictures. I said, these stains aren't going to come out. And one of them had a freaking burn mark on it. And I was like, it didn't smell like you smoked in the room, but you might have, but I'm not going to charge you for that because it doesn't smell like it. But I do have to charge you for these towels. The deposit is $150. So I was like, I have to charge you $70 for the towels. You'll get the rest back. And the guy was like, this is bullshit. Let's leave this place. And he threw a bunch of candy at me and walked out.
you
And
burnt
guess what?
towel.
You kept all the deposit.
No, I only charged him the $70 for the towels, and because the lady was like, she's like, oh my God, she's like, just get out to the car, get out of here. And she turned to me, she's like, I am so sorry. How much is it gonna be? And so I was like, yeah, it's $70 for the towels. And she's like, okay, just do what you gotta do. I'm like, okay. So I charged her and then sent back the $80, and she left. But he like spilled his candy, like kind of threw it at the counter, and it spilled all over the counter, all like freaking went flying at me and Dana, and then all over the floor in the front. And these other people that were waiting for us, because they just wanted towels, and they came up and scooped up all the candy from the floor in the lobby. And they're like, when it was their turn, they came up and they're like, here you go, we cleaned it all up for you on this side.
See, and that's the kind of thing that I would do and my family would do, is, picking up what some asshole did.
Yeah. And this is also the guy that irritated the shit out of me all week, because they've been staying here all week. Breakfast starts at 6:30. I have to set up breakfast on the night shift, and so I'd be without fail every single morning the whole time they were there. I'd be in there setting up the breakfast, and he would come in and just start helping himself to stuff before I'm even done. It's like, dude, the sign right there says 6:30. It's 5:45. Get the fuck out. Like,
he's just sitting there patiently waiting.
Mm.
All right. Are we ready for the next sprint?
Sure.
Let's
yay.
say we did 2. It's better than nothing. It's not my worst, but it's better than nothing.
Woo.
I do have it on here where I've had 1 sprint. My bad. Oh, God. All right. We will get this one going in 3, 2, 1. Go! Oh. Who's gonna be my first boom?
Yay.
I don't think we have any boomers.
I didn't say who's gonna be my first boomer. I said who's gonna be my first boom.
Meow.
Apparently your cat agrees.
There's my kitty cat. If you can see him, I can't tell.
We can see a kitty butt.
He likes to sit in this window right here. He's also destroyed these curtains, so.
Yeah, I know that one. And it's Carrie again.
Okay, so on the last sprint, I wrote like 313 words. And on this sprint, I wrote 102.
I applied for 4 jobs.
Woo!
I'm doing all the remote jobs, like the customer service jobs. I figured that way I don't have to talk to people.
Isn't that all you do?
I mean, like, coworkers.
Oh.
I can hang out with somebody. I mean, but all these jobs pay, like, what I was making or more. So
I feel a little evil today because I made my coworker Dana. Every time we work on a shift together at the same time, we watch like TV on my computer and I show her stuff. And I made her watch the first 4 episodes of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood with me.
I thought you were going to say something like 2 girls, 1 cup.
No, for those who don't know, episode 4 is the one involving Nina and her dog.
Oh.
I made her stay 15 minutes late to finish that episode because I wanted to see her reaction to it. And as soon as she realized what was going on, she looked at me, she's like, I hate you so much. I know, but I had to make you watch it.
There's nothing like the bond between a girl and her dog.
Yeah.
See, I've never watched it, but I know that happens because I live on the internet.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like
It was funny though because like we start the episode and like they go to the house and she sees the dog and she's like, why are you making me like, why is this episode so important? And I'm like, just watch. She's like, then she sees the dog and she's like, are they gonna kill a dog? Are they gonna kill a dog? Are they gonna kill a dog? I'm like, you mean the 2 main characters? No, they're not gonna kill a dog. And she's like, I swear to God. It was very deliberate. Like, no, they are not gonna kill a dog.
I don't know what you're talking about. No. Oh, I want to get everything I need done by Wednesday so that or by Tuesday, so that all I have to do is go to job interviews and then write, film, I don't know, edit, get shit done. Like the long shit of my writing to-do list needs to get done.
I would just like to say, since it is now the last day of the month, I have officially completed all of my goals for the month for my writing.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I have this cute little bullet journal that I've been keeping track of my goals and my writing. My goals for this month were write every day, complete 1/3 of the draft, which I reached, and now I'm actually at 50%. Complete part 2, which I'm now just finished part 4, and then finish at least one chapter every week. I have officially done all of these because I wrote for today.
Well, if you want to get technical about it, I have also met all my writing goals for this month, of which there were none.
Woo! But just look at my beautiful little chart. Look at it.
I mean, I technically wrote every day. It just wasn't writing for me.
This particular day right here, the 20th, I wrote so many words that my chart was not large enough. All 3 of these days, actually, my chart was not large enough because this only goes to 2,700. And I wrote 5195, 2812, and then 4,000 even on these 3 days.
You think the Ritalin has something to do with it?
You know what? Probably.
Probably.
I need Ritalin.
My dose that I have settled on is 36 milligrams extended release. So I take it once in the morning and I don't have to remember to take it a second time later.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the extended release is a wonderful thing. I don't know what we're going to do, because if I don't, I'm not gonna say if I don't have a job soon, because I will, even if I have to go to McDonald's and do fucking $15 an hour. I will have a job, but like, not knowing what's gonna come down the pike in the next few weeks, like, do I really have the money or want to spend the money to go get my depression meds, or do I just want to get off of them and see what life happens, you know?
Oh, and now I realize I set up my goals for the next month already, and I wrote complete part 4 on here. I'm gonna have to change that because I already completed part 4 yesterday.
Well, then, or just leave it and you have something done.
Check.
There's nothing wrong with checking off things before you even start the month.
Yeah, I might change it to part 5 because that's what I'm working on now, and I don't think it's going to take me more than like a week and a half to finish part 5.
So even when you say Amazon starts off at 18, you mean like actually physically distribution side or remote? Because every time they open a Amazon distribution center here, they close it before it even opens its doors, technically. So
if you don't mind customer service and you
I don't like it, I don't want it, but I'll take it.
Well, if you don't mind customer service and you're not able to find something that's work from home, because those jobs are hard to get, I really, really like my job. And working front desk at a hotel, especially on the night shift, that's where I do most of my writing. Like that day that I wrote 5,100 words, I wrote all of that while I was at work on shift, like on the clock.
See, and that's the thing, is I've kind of gotten spoiled, I guess, over the last 4 months. We got slow because we dropped the client that was having some shifty stuff happening, and we were slow on the commercial side, and so I managed to take notes on 6 books. I wrote on a tablet for like a week. I figured out some bill stuff. I was able to get a lot of crap done and off my list, and just worked around not being able to use the work computer. And now it's like, I really want a job like that. But
I mean, for me, it's nice because I do work on the night shift, which is working at a hotel on the night shift. It's very slow. Even on Friday and Saturday, I'm lucky if I get like maybe 10 people that I have to deal with.
yeah.
Like at a
Well,
max.
that's the only thing, though, is that's the kind of downside. If this was a year ago, I'd say, fuck it, yeah, I'll work nights. No, I got no reason not to. But now I have a man in the bed that would like to cuddle. Like,
I haven't slept in the same bed as Jordan in like 2 months. Honestly, though, I don't really mind it. I really don't. Like, I sleep in my bed with Jordan next to me like once a week, maybe. And it's nice.
No,
it's nice.
Once a week won't cut it for me because he works every other weekend. So, like, yeah.
When I was with my ex, I actually slept on the floor because I cannot fall asleep in the same bed when there's another person in it.
I actually really like sleeping by myself. And okay, Jordan's girlfriend Emily is here like 4 or 5 days a week. And like when I'm at work, she sleeps upstairs with Jordan, which is, it's fine because I'm not there. And even sometimes when I am home to sleep at night, and she'll be like, "Hey, I can sleep on the couch today if you want to sleep." I'm like, "Nope, you're good. I'd rather sleep by myself."
I have the couch all to myself, thank you.
Like, I am perfectly content to be alone. Thank you very much. And We're talking about maybe getting a bigger apartment and having Emily actually like move in with us. And I'm like, I would be totally cool with that if I can have my own bedroom.
That's funny. See, I don't even see, like, I'm looking on Amazon's website, and I don't even see a Houston location anymore. They got Dallas, tons of Washington, Oregon. Yeah, I think they may have officially shut down all the Houston locations. Because they built two. They built one in Humble and one in Magnolia, and legit, like, the sign went up, and then the sign went down. Like, nothing ever got put in there. So, I mean, yeah, I know work from home jobs are really hard, but one of the things I'm also going to do this week is there is a RVer that I watch religiously. She has a book that I already have called Work from Home While You Roam, and I've never got a chance to read it, and so I think this week might be when I do that and see what there is. I don't know, but I've been looking on TikTok, and like they said CVS has jobs, but they don't have any. And then, like, there's all these tester ones that I've done before, and they didn't pay as much as they said. Yelp, you get paid to do reviews. And there was somebody that said you can actually go inside Google or go to Google and go inside stores and stuff and video with your phone. And then Google will pay you for that footage to put on their website. Oh. So I might do that just while I'm driving around this week. Just turn my camera on and call it good. Drive down the street. I don't know.
Ambrose, I have a funny for you.
What?
I mean,
Ambrose?
Jace, I have a funny for you about Ambrose. That's what I meant to say. Sorry, my Ritalin has worn off. I was up all night working. I'm tired now. My brain has decided that words are not going to work. Anyways, Jace, I have a funny for you about Ambrose.
Okay.
Do you remember what he looks like?
Not exactly.
Tall, blonde, built like a superhero.
Okay.
25 years old, physically speaking. Well,
hi, Carrie. Glad you're off work. Have a great day.
My friend who's been reading it, I used the AI to, like, where you put in a text and it generates an image for you. I was using that to make concept art for some of my characters, and I made one that I really liked for Ambrose, and I was like, oh, and I sent it to him, and he's like, that's not how I imagined him to look. I'm like, that's exactly how he's described in the book, though. And he's like, yeah, but I imagine him like the guy who plays Dresden from the Dresden Files. I'm like, what? So I looked it up. It's Paul Blackthorne is what he imagines for Ambrose. Which is absolutely not at all what Ambrose is supposed to look like.
By the way, some people are asking. I guess I will. If I get the right mouse, I could. Oh, I thought you were going to put that up.
I was going to, but I changed my mind. I was just going to show what Paul Blackthorne looks like.
Yeah, real quick. There was 5 people here. But Carrie left, but she already knows. I waited 15 minutes and nobody was on, so I went ahead and said, I guess I'll say again so nobody has to watch the replay. At 3:18 Friday, I got an email. Everyone in the company got an email saying they were closing their doors and we had to be out by 4 o'clock. So I no longer have a job. And the only decent thing is that, I planned a paycheck ahead. So I had the car note paid. I had Kira's basketball paid. I had to use a little bit of the car insurance money. So I've got half of that. And we didn't have rent money. So, because the truck broke down and had to have $500 worth of work. So we were short on that. So I have managed to make ourselves float by doing a cash advance on a brand new credit card. I haven't even got the physical credit card yet, and I had to go ahead and do a cash advance. So bad news, I don't have a job. We don't have a fallback because business has not gotten busy for the boyfriend like they said it was gonna. He barely made $14,000 in commission this month when he's used to making 20 to 25. So this month has hit hard, and then I got a sinus infection and had to get. I'm on my 3rd round of steroids because it does not want to go away. And I was scheduled for an MRI for my back on Friday, and because the company is based out of Canada, there's a loophole saying they can end your insurance the day they let you go. So I can't even go get my MRI to figure out why my back is hurting me to the point of having to use my cane to walk. Yeah. My fallback is McDonald's. There is a sign saying that they're hiring managers $15 an hour, so I'm hoping with experience I could get more. But it would be really nice, the boyfriend and I agree, if I could just work from home, because at least for the next till August, because Kira has basketball, 2 of which are out of state during the summer. And, she's got to go to driving school after that. And I've got to get my other car, so that she can have this car. And it would be nice if I didn't have to run out and get a job, but I can't. Kind of like we were talking about that showing up early thing. I can't not have a job to go to. So I either need something on here or something on there. So Monday, I've already applied at like a lot of places, but I'm going to go hit up McDonald's, go hit up the gas station that I turned down last year. And there's another gas station I'm going to apply to.
Eva suggested Uber/Instacart. That would be something that would be good in the meantime of like one of those, or like DoorDash or something like that.
Oh, no, it's not. They're not. If you live somewhere downtown or something, that would make sense. But I spent $1,000 in gas. I made $1,200 for the year, and I still haven't paid the gas card off. So,
okay, well, never mind.
I tried. I did it. I did the Uber, the DoorDash, and the Lyft all at the same time, and I barely broke even. So I'm still paying off on that gas card. I appreciate it, but no.
Well, it was worth a suggestion.
Yeah. The problem is I'm used to making $21 an hour. And even turning everything I can off, I have to make at least $15 an hour to pay all my bills.
And do you have a Ko-Fi or a Patreon or anything like that?
Yeah, I gotta get it put up. As I was gonna say, anybody that's in a better situation than me could for a couple dollars, anything to help me float, I'd appreciate it. I'm gonna put all that in my description when we get off here, and then I'm gonna make a video as well now that I know where my batteries are. Probably make a video tomorrow, but I mean, I've done everything. I've been there, done that, everything. The only thing that sucks is to make the money I need to make, you have to drive to Houston, or you have to be like certified in one specific thing. And the drive to Houston isn't that big of a deal, but because you have all these tollways, you're still not making that money. So I'm going to apply for all these remote jobs today. I applied for all the jobs that I have done or will go back to yesterday. And then tomorrow I'm going to go do some in-person knocks while I'm already out with Kira. And I got to take some stuff to Goodwill and run errands and everything anyway. All the shit that I've been trying to do after work, I'm just going to do tomorrow. Tuesday, I'm going to try to just focus on the house, get everything clean. That way when I start a job, be it here, there, wherever, everything's done. My house is done. It's one thing off, major thing off my list, my plate, my anxiety. Yeah. The security guards, that's one place I'm going to look, because we have them all nearby. And they do 15 to 18 an hour. But yeah. Restaurants, like I said, other than McDonald's, I really don't want to do food. I'm so burnt out on smelling food and smelling like food when I come in. But McDonald's is something I know I can automatically go make money with. So.
I do recommend at least applying for some front desk at the hotels, because you can sit down, and if your back is messed up, you pretty much are sitting down the whole time. At least we're like at my hotel, and most hotels you can sit
Yeah, because I haven't really paid attention to what hotels are around, but I definitely will do that. There's not that many in Conroe, but there are a lot between Conroe and the Woodlands. So, because that's where like they have a lot of areas for the truckers. So, I could try that. I'm gonna write that down. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get on like Fiverr and Upwork and all that, and see if there's anything I can do to kind of make some money. And then I spent this whole stream doing TikTok, seeing what they said there were jobs for from home, and going through them. I applied for like 2 American Express ones. I really want the Amazon one, but you have to have a hardwired internet connection. And they say that they'll give you an iMac and pay for your internet, but I rent. I can't exactly be putting holes in floors and walls. So,
Well, hardwire just means that you need to have an Ethernet connected to your modem, to your
I
computer.
know, but like they won't have you cannot have a Wi-Fi system. You have to have a modem connected system.
Right.
And there's never been any Wi-Fi here. I mean, any hard connections here. So somebody would actually have to come in and install them. Yeah, there's not even any phone cables in this house. This house was a what do you call it? An office module in a double-wide cellarplex. So like, there's no phone lines. There's no the outlets are in weird ass positions, like spots or whatever. So I don't have that ability. So I don't know. No, yeah, even they would have to drill something because they have to. You have to have a hard wire coming into the house to plug up the modem and all that.
So you don't have a modem for your internet?
Well, we have like the wireless Verizon modem.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and they say you can't have that. It
Right.
has to be hardwired from the ground system.
Right.
And that would mean a hole somewhere in the floor or the ceiling, or so. Because I have learned my lesson the hard way on using the flat cables underneath the window or a door. So yeah, I'll put up my Ko-fi in the description as soon as I get off here. If anybody can help out, I'd appreciate it. I love you all. And yeah, I don't know. Kara still has her basketball next weekend. Looks like from now till July, she has a weekend and then she's off weekend. Has a weekend, off weekend. So y'all will still get Sunday streams. I'm sorry, Sunday's my day to rest. I'm not gonna work a Sunday. I don't like Sundays at McDonald's. Even if I did go back to McDonald's, I'm not doing it. But yeah, so I'm trying to see. Yeah, so Kara has a game this weekend on Cinco de Mayo. But it says Friday, Saturday, so I may be here next Sunday. I may not. I will let you guys know. Because I'll probably put up a video on Thursday explaining for those who aren't here, and then kind of giving you a monthly schedule of my live streams. And I'm gonna vlog this whole experience. I don't know if y'all would like that. It's I'm gonna make it fun because I'm definitely gonna be going crazy, and maybe I'll even film me going crazy on Texas Pride tomorrow. Who knows? I don't know if anybody'd like that, but we might just do that.
You're gonna put on your Karen pants.
I want to go in there full goth and go Karen on them, but then I'd have to come home and change before I went and tried to get my job. So, needless to say, my to-do list is long. I've gotten some shit done while we were slow at work, and now I'm paying for it. But I'm gonna use this time to kind of recycle, refresh, reuse my knowledge. So if anybody has like any ideas, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, CB. Like when people get down and they get frustrated and like not see, I see, like I was telling Jace earlier, I seen it coming, but 2 months from now. Like the business degree in me saw it coming, but I didn't anticipate us losing a big client to make it happen 2 months earlier. I legit like had a plan, so we would have this pillow 2 months from now. So boyfriend's seeing the greatness of following my plans because he's like, hey, we're not so screwed over thanks to you kind of getting it planned. But yeah, I mean, just
my cat got into the catnip. That's why he's acting like that.
Yeah, no, so yeah, learn from it, learn ideas, things that are really happening right now, jobs you can apply for. It's gonna be weird vlogging, trying to get a job at the same time because they're gonna be like, what the fuck? So I probably won't like take you in there with me. That might be a little weird. But yeah, so there will be videos coming. Next Saturday, Jason Fuhrman's podcast will be up. I'm gonna put all the information and stuff that I need to. It's been edited for like 3 weeks, but I gotta put all the information in there where you can find his books, where you can find his stuff. And that will go live for Saturday at 10 a.m. here on YouTube and all of my podcast streaming places, which will also be in the description of the YouTube. And then I'll have to get Travis's done this week as well, so that I can schedule that for you guys. So yeah, parking lot diaries. Thank you.
Jesus,
That's good. I like that.
the freaking cats are going crazy right now.
Got some wild pussy there.
Two of them. They've got hella zoomies.
You realize with I'm gonna take it one step further. You realize with Jordan gone, your house full of pussies. There's no kid. There's no man. Just saying.
Yeah, Jordan's coming back.
Oh, you're free till 2:00.
Well, you're technically like married to him.
Yeah, there are those points in relationships where you're married.
I like having alone time. It's been so peaceful in my house.
I think it's more the no kid time.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of both.
Yeah.
Because Jordan and his autistic ass with his, attitude, we got into a big fight before he left, and it's been like so nice to not have to see him for 3 days.
Especially after a fight. Like, yeah, that's definitely a good thing.
Yeah.
All right. I don't see that Jules is streaming, but I think Matt is still streaming. Is she or is it over? No, she's still streaming. Okay. I don't know how much longer she's streaming for, but she did just put on a 20-minute timer. So there is hers. Yeah, I need to send you the timers. I need to put that on my list too. There's a lot of shit I've been having to put off that I need to do. So yeah, I'll write that down. I will message you when I send you those this week.
A positive way to think about it is you have a lot of things that you put off that you don't have to put off anymore.
Yeah. And that's kind of where I want to go with this week. I don't know about the rest of it, but this week I want to look for jobs and get shit done. Like the boyfriend's like, oh, it's going to be weird when you come home before I leave for work. I was like, I'm not coming home before you leave for work. He's like, why? I was like, cause. He goes, well, won't you get home at like 7:15? I'm like, probably if I came home, but like I'm gonna stop by mom's. I'm gonna grab all of my Goodwill, her Goodwill. We'll take that, and then I'm gonna go to stop at the McDonald's, and I'm gonna go ask for them, and then I'm gonna go to I was like, I might not be home before 11 o'clock. He goes, well, there might be some days you come back. I was like, yeah, to put my makeup on, because I don't feel like doing it at 5:30 in the morning. if I got a job interview at like 10 or 11. But that's it. All right, guys. I love you. I will put my coffee in. If you have anything, would love to help me out. There will, like I said, there will be a video Thursday. I'm gonna film it tomorrow or Tuesday and have it up Thursday, explaining everything that happened as well. But I'm just kind of giving you basically what I said for everybody else. So love it, like it, watch it. Don't watch it, but love it and like it. I'll take it either way. And then Saturday, Jason's podcast, which these two lovely people. No, I think it was just you, Meadow, wasn't it? That like edited Jason's stuff for that.
Yeah, I edited one thing, and I actually have to give him a refund for another thing because I backed out.
Yeah, so the lovely Rose City editing was helpful with Jason with that. So
yeah, 'cause he paid me a deposit on one thing, and then my grandma got really, really sick, and I had to take care of her, and I had to back out of the project. But I haven't had the money to give him back yet.
So yeah, his podcast, his interview will be up Saturday. So things are coming. Things are gonna happen. I'm sad that I don't have this job anymore. I really liked it. Really liked the people, but to new and better and greater things, it's gonna get a little interesting. So if you see a lot of weird shit pop up for me,
That's normal.
Have fun with it. So yeah. Do you have anything going on this week?
Me? Nah, I have trying to get
You
my
fuck
life
y'all.
together.
I do not, although I am trying to get my house in order so that I can start streaming once a week again, probably on Mondays, because Sunday, Monday are my day off currently. And I would like to do a virtual karaoke sometime soon.
Let me know if my voice is back all the way. You got me.
Woo!
All right, guys. Till maybe next week when I make a video, or Sunday after next, or whenever. Just check at 11 or noon or 9 or whatever your time zone is and see if there's a going live or recommended. Because I'm not making another upcoming until I know what the fuck's going on. But if it says it, I'm doing it. So, I love you guys. Thank you for your support. Check my description for my coffee in about 10 minutes. And I will see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.